Hello there, this is a little video about the Gaudi cake sketch. I thought it would be easier to have a chat about that instead of writing a big long post. So this is what I've done. So here's the sketch. It's going to be quite a big cake, quite tall. It's drawn to scale, so my centimetres are inches. So this is going to stand about 40 inches tall, so that's more than 3.5 feet. So that's not far shorter than I am actually. Nearly the same height as me. So I'll show you my inspiration. I've wanted to do a Gaudi cake for years, and I've been planning it for ages and never had the time, so now seemed like the ideal opportunity. So I have a Pinterest board. I just love Pinterest. You could spend hours and hours on it, but it's a great source of ideas and inspiration. And if you have a look for me there, you'll find I've got a Gaudi board, and that's all my inspirations in here. So what did we need? Let me find the bit I'm looking for. We start from the bottom up. Right. The bottom tier, I wanted this to be representing all these lovely tiles we can see. So nice regular pattern, lovely whites with darker colours in between, some lovely blues. So I thought I would go for here is a stencil to get a beautiful regular shape. We'll do a blue cake, so a blue background, and that can be the lines in between the tiles, and I will stencil in white, and then I'll put some little blue accents in between to make it look more like the colour variations you see going on here. So that's the bottom tier, and I think that's going to be an 8-inch and 5-inch high, and we get taller as we move up. So the next one is the lovely mosaic, and of course this is what Gaudi's most famous for, his beautiful mosaics. And they're just so colourful and so gorgeous. Very detailed, very intricate. I don't think I'll go for quite the amount of detail that he has on some of his benches there, but we'll see. So I reckon what I'm going to do is, for the main part of the cake, I'll go for some white mosaic, because he does white mosaic as well. If I scroll down here, and I'll do that with a stencil as well. But for the colourful part, what I'm going to do is I will cut out a template to wrap around the cake in the right shape and size in paper, and then I will cut out some modelling paste in that shape to wrap around to give the extra bit of height here, and then I'll do mosaic tiles in modelling paste. So I'll make up all the different colours and cut them up into little shapes, and I might put some pattern in there like Gaudi does himself. We'll see how detailed it ends up getting and how much time, and then I'll stick it on bit by bit, and we'll build this pattern up here. The next tier, quite a tall one as well. This is based on my favourite windows in the whole world, and it's in a Gaudi building called Casa Batlló, and it's just gorgeous. So look at these. So this is the view out onto the street. He's got these lovely windows, which are straight at the sides, but lovely round curves everywhere, and then this undulating part at the top with stained glass circles in it. I just love this. So that is going on this third tier, the middle tier in the cake. So I'm going to cut out modelling paste to carry the shapes over to the cake, and we'll do some coloured circles here. Maybe an isomalt to give the stained glass effect, or maybe just in modelling paste. We'll see. And the top two tiers are very much about the Sagrada Familia, and this is where I got my picture from that you would have seen already online. I took this photo many years ago when I was in Barcelona, not long after I was married actually. We went on a lovely weekend, just a beautiful place. So this picture, you can see I've translated that onto the top tier. Little stained glass panels which will be hand painted. If anybody's seen the Beauty and the Beast cake I did a couple of years ago, there were hand painted panels on that, so I'll do that in the same way. And then this bit up at the top here, the big window, which is a circle with teardrops round it. It looks almost like a big flower, 12 teardrops, so we'll just translate that into a flower right at the very, very top of the cake there. And this part here, I just see that as representing the stained glass as well, so we'll go for a big isomalt structure which will be semi-opaque and give a bit of a stained glass look and a bit of a structure, and that'll be quite tall up the side there, and that'll extend way beyond this cake tier it's on. And I think a big gold ball on the top to represent all the fancy bits you see at the top of all the towers and spires here, this sort of thing. And actually at the top of the cathedral as well, I don't know if I've pinned one of those pictures, there's one there, so that's kind of what that's representing. I'll make that bigger there. Actually this top tier, I'm not convinced that actually belongs or not on the cake. I'm going to do it and I'll make a decision at the last minute whether to keep it or not. I might just take it away and leave it a 4-tier cake, or I might leave it in. I'll make it up as I go along. So there we go, that was the thoughts and the logic and the reason and the inspiration behind it. We'll see what it looks like when I start to make it and start to build it. This is what it looks like in my head. Whether it looks like that in a cake, we shall see. It's quite interesting watching things go from paper into sugar. So thanks for watching. I have done a time lapse of sketching out this whole cake. It was an hour to do this and I've time lapsed it down to a minute, so I'll put that on as well, just for interest in case you want to have a look. And I think the next video I'll do will be the bottom tier. We'll start making the cake and build it bottom up, and let's see how we go. Hopefully see you then. Thanks very much.